The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are extremely excited about their move to Windsor, an insider has claimed. William and Kate are reportedly keen on moving into Adelaide Cottage on the Queen's 665-acre estate so he can be closer to his grandmother as he assumes more royal duties as the monarch steps back from public life. It is understood the Cambridges will move into their new home this summer. An unnamed source said, "The whole family is extremely excited to be moving to Windsor, not just because it will bring them closer to Queen Elizabeth II, but it's a perfect happy medium that brings them closer to London than if they chose to settle full-time in Berkshire or Amner Hall." Amner Hall is the Cambridges' Georgian country house retreat where the family is understood to feel most at home. The source added, "By being in Windsor, they're only 20 miles from central London and Buckingham Palace, and it's a beautiful environment that's steeped in history and such a special location to call home." William and Kate's move from Kensington Palace to Windsor comes after the Queen took up full-time residence at Windsor Castle earlier this year. The source told Us Weekly the Cambridges will enjoy spending more time with the sovereign, who celebrated her Platinum Jubilee in June. They said, "George will get plenty more time with Her Majesty as will the whole Cambridge family, and that's going to be such a treat. They'll soak up as much knowledge as they can for the future and begin the adaptation period that will ultimately result in Dad then son becoming king." Another royal insider previously told the Daily Mail the relocation is because William wants to be closer to the Queen as he continues taking on extra royal duties. The second insider said, "It's one of the things that has hastened their move to Berkshire this summer. Losing the Duke of Edinburgh has left a big hole in all their lives. He was a great counsel to William and he feels very protective of his grandmother." The insider added that as a central figure in the royal family, William is always checking in with her to make sure she understands why things are happening in a certain way. This is reportedly not least because he and Kate want to do something different to the traditional model. Another source told The Sun the family is keen for a modest home with Grade 2 listed Adelaide Cottage fitting the bill. They said the Duke and Duchess were adamant they did not want anything too showy or in need of renovation or extra security so as not to burden taxpayers. Katie Nicholl told OK! Magazine, the Cambridge family will be experiencing a significant amount of changes in the coming weeks. As well as moving to Windsor, George, Charlotte and Louis are all set to enroll at brand new schools, which is understandably a daunting concept. Home sweet home. Prince William and Duchess Kate are looking forward to change amid their move to Windsor, an insider exclusively reveals in the new issue of Us Weekly. Royal romance. Prince William and Duchess Kate's relationship timeline. The whole family is extremely excited to be moving to Windsor, not just because it will bring them closer to Queen Elizabeth II, but it's a perfect happy medium that brings them closer to London than if they chose to settle full-time in Berkshire or Amner Hall. A source shares with us about the couple's upcoming transition. According to the insider, the major life change will allow the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge to have the best of both worlds. They'll still get to enjoy those locations of course, but by being in Windsor they're only 20 miles from central London and Buckingham Palace, and it's a beautiful environment that's steeped in history and such a special location to call home, the source adds. Us confirmed in June that William and Kate, both 40, were making preparations to leave their longtime home at Kensington Palace. This comes after the monarch, 96, moved to Windsor Castle full-time earlier this year. Elizabeth recently returned to Buckingham Palace to celebrate her Platinum Jubilee with her loved ones. Queen Elizabeth II's evolution from princess to the longest-reigning British monarch. The Queen felt nostalgic being back at Buckingham Palace yesterday. While Windsor Castle is now her primary residence, returning there with her family brought back so many fond memories, a second source shared with us last month, referring to Elizabeth's appearance on the palace balcony for the Royal Air Force flypast. To celebrate her 70 years on the throne, the Queen was joined by her family and friends in London. Prince Charles and Duchess Camilla were by Elizabeth's side amid the festivities. William and Kate also appeared at the palace with their 3 children, Prince George, 8, Princess Charlotte, 7, and Prince Louis, 4. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle showed their support for the Queen with their son Archie, 3, and daughter, Lilibet, 13 months. This marked the pair's first return to the UK since stepping down from their senior royal duties. "When, in the fullness of time, my son Charles becomes king, I know you will give him and his wife Camilla the same support that you have given me," she said in a statement in February. "And it is my sincere wish that, when that time comes, Camilla will be known as Queen Consort as she continues her own loyal service." The first source noted that the royal family is fully supportive of the Duke of Wales, 73, ahead of his ascension. "George will get plenty more time with Her Majesty as will the whole Cambridge family, and that's going to be such a treat," the insider detailed about the upcoming move. They'll soak up as much knowledge as they can for the future and begin the adaptation period that will ultimately result in Dad then son becoming king.